Hi there, everyone. Welcome to Fantasy for the Ages, the show where a father and son talk about fantasy, science fiction, horror, other nerdy things that we enjoy talking about. Today, just Jim coming at you with this quick take episode: How to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse. If you enjoy this, and I truly hope you will, go ahead and hit that like button down below and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet. Leave any comments down in the comment box. I always read and reply. And we invite you to look in the show notes for the other ways that you can interact with Zach and I. So, I've read a lot of zombie apocalyptic literature. It's one of my things. I mean, I read all sorts of fantasy and science fiction, but ZA just keeps sucking me back in. And perhaps there's a reason. Maybe I've secretly been training for what is to come. So I gave some thought to, if it really hits at some point, what do I know? What have I learned that I could impart to others on how to survive a zombie apocalypse? And that's what I have for you here today. So I've got for you a number of tried and true things, 9 rules or principles or guidelines, whatever you want to call them, that may get you safely to the end. Let's check them out. Number 1, and this one is super critical: find that person who has all those outdated survival skills, the things that really seemed completely irrelevant in our modern society, and stick to that person like glue. If he's ex special forces, that's a plus. But make sure he's also a dog lover. Okay, this is important because you can have some real strange types with these skills. We don't want just the crazy prepper or the whack job who's going to go off and try to rule the world. That's not who you want. So look for a dog lover. Someone who's got all those skills and has a dog, maybe more than one dog. And then judge his character by the dog. If it's a pit bull that looks ready to rip your face off, or a Doberman that's, gnawing on someone's femur, that's not your guy. Run the other way. But if he's got just fluffy Fido or that nice English bulldog or a lab, a golden retriever, okay, there's your winner. That's your guy. That's number 1. Number 2, as the world starts to come apart, it's going to take time for technology to fail. So don't forget, you have the internet and use it like crazy. And if you can, get yourself to a computer with a printer. And for as long as possible, research and download and print all the survivalist knowledge that you can. Things like medical information or how to rig up your own solar generator, ways to purify water, information on growing your own food, hunting and skinning, cleaning game, storing food once refrigeration is not so easy to come by. Maybe look up how to distill alcohol. That one might be a bonus. Number 3, get guns. Lots of guns. And don't forget the ammunition. You can never have too much ammunition. Do this as soon as possible because plenty of other people will be thinking the same thing. Do you have any gun nuts in your circle of acquaintances? That one who always wants to invite you out to the range just to do some shooting? Invite that person to join your party, and that they are to bring their entire cache of arms and ammunition along. But remember, the guns aren't for the zombies, except as a last resort when you're really desperate. The guns are for the other bozos who are going to try to take your stuff and even try to steal your people. The worst of humanity always seems to come out in a zombie apocalypse. I mean, you think the virus might take those guys out. Nope, somehow their constitution manages to keep them safe. So you need to be ready for the wackos. Number 4, get your hands on some sturdy hand-to-hand weapons. A machete, a sword, an axe, a hatchet. For distance, consider a crossbow. That one's a plus. A lot easier to manage than a bow and arrow. I taught archery and physical education, but that art is kind of faded away. Make sure you're thinking about these kinds of weapons that can be used again and again, things you're not going to use up. And also things that you can use without making a lot of noise. Again, this is where they're superior to handguns and rifles, because you want to be able to use these against the zombies and not attract all the other zombies with your shooting spree. Also, build up your muscles and build some calluses, because using these tools is not what you're used to in today's society, and you're going to need the strength. Number 5, get your hands on all the toilet paper you can find. That stuff's going to become gold. Number 6, get rural. The less the population density, the less the number of zombies. It's just math, people. Number 7, fortify. Doesn't matter where you go or how many people you're with, eventually you're going to be found by zombies, psychopaths, probably both. Make yourself a difficult target by having a good old wall, defenses, trenches, a moat, spikes, barbed wire, Constantina wire, all the stuff. Heck, landmines if you can find them. But give yourself a nice fortification. Make yourself a difficult challenge to get to. Number 8, don't be an idiot. I can't emphasize that one enough. Zombies have freaking idiot radar. It's always the people who start acting like they've got nothing to worry about now who end up getting bitten and killed. And we're lucky if they just get killed, because if they get bitten, they end up turning and biting others, and it goes badly. Don't be one of the idiots. Stay frosty, people. And finally, number 9, pray the zombies die out sooner rather than later, because none of this is long-term viable. It's all about waiting the zombie critters out. So there you go. 9 simple rules. Stick to these and you have a better than even chance of surviving the zombie apocalypse when it comes. All my research and all the books I've read is at your service. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.